So I have a background in healthcare. I'm not a healthcare professional, but I have a background in healthcare. I'm going to give you two different situations that had happened to me in the last 10 years so that I don't pinpoint exactly when it happened, of me having an interaction with a therapist. One of the therapists, I met them at an event, and in this event, I didn't even know that they were Christian because of some of the things that they were expressing that they did after hours when they're not paying, when they don't have any patience, X, Y, and Z. They also brought up this therapy technique that I had heard. I had heard of it, but I finally decided to be like, let me go research it because something was off. Even though I didn't know I didn't understand the technique too well, something was off. And this was a person, again, that came off as if they're a Christian, and they were a person, again, that was having sex outside of wedlock. Now, they were divorced. However, in that event, they was expressing how they was trying to get to know their significant others. Amongst a lot of other things, that was a lot of red flags to me. Do you not know that the same exact therapist was invited to be on a Christian pulpit weeks later, and this was the same ministry that I was visiting? Well, I was becoming more than a visitor, but I was just like, wow, this therapist is also widely used in ministries. Now, later on that night, I went to research that technique, and immediately I was convicted by the Holy Spirit that this technique Christians are not supposed to be using because it manipulates their mind. And what it told me is that can be an open door and an open access for the enemy to actually not go anywhere. You're not supposed to be allowing these people to manipulate your minds with certain techniques. Did I also mention that this person was a part of a sorority? Did I also mention that this person was having sex outside of wedlock? Mounted the pulpit. They had an event at a church on the pulpit. Like, this wasn't no conference or no meeting room. They was on God's pulpit. And I remember just being in the crowd like, I'm not accepting nothing that coming out of this lady's mouth because I already had a insight of what you do behind closed doors at an event that had nothing to do with church. And I was grieved because I was like, and this is the person that's going to be giving advice to a lot of people, and they don't understand that when you are in therapy sessions, I want you guys to look at that as a vulnerability of an open door into your life. Follow me for part 2.